application is there already. AI involve a lot of the new technology. Of course, they can offer kind of the guest experience. And in terms like management, it's very headache or very challenging here. Management team have to, handle the problems or handle all the hotel management properly. Then make sure and under the cost control. So it's also this new trade. I think this is a report from the market research consulting company. It's a talk about the some related to the experience in economy. According to the report, over 70% of the guests, have used the chatbot already, and maybe asked some kind of the hotel questions or want to seek some assistance. For example, ask a hotel partner, maybe the Wi-Fi password or some facilities. Maybe the guests want to use the system hotel phone system wake up call, and then maybe also want to check some facility operation hour, or maybe check, for example, jam or some laundry machine available or not. So have to use all kind of the service. And of course, some guests have to buy have to book the system, can buy the AI chatbots. Is other way. And the third thing is let's say a lot of the professional maybe go to travel in the hotels, always have to set the meetings remotely with maybe the other customers. So your hotel environment must be set up properly with good network connection and equipment. So it's also a challenge for that. Of course, here we got the true things or reality is a lot of the hotel or some hotel, still use a traditional phone system. There are some challenges here. I think so far we got the 4 challenge here. Analog phone system, insufficient management, poor extendability, and also very high maintenance costs. Here got more detail. For example, like if we think in the analog voice system, of course the architecture is out there already, but if you use the analog system, you cannot implement with AI or some new technology already. So it's out right there. So you have to update to meet the customer requirement or make your guests got a better experience. And otherwise, since the very old technology already, some device or some server or maybe some vendor stop the service already. So maintain your management team have to maintain that. So it's the very difficult things to handle that. So you create a lot of problem. And of course, this is very old device there already, always got the trouble. So you get result in the very heavy operation costs. Of course, another thing is you have to extend your system ability or features is quite hard already. Nowadays, DINSTAR offer kind of the solution for city-wide system. So the main purpose is cost reduction and otherwise enhancement. So cost reduction in terms like if, for example, you can implement a new system to integrate all the kind of things, and at the same time you can utilize your existing the analog systems. So it will cost your cost will be reduced, and of course since the integrate with a new IP system, so the management teams will be very easy to control everything already. So you have a centralized system or centralized monitor tool to do that. Here we can see the diagram here already. Under the digital systems, we got the ability to integrate with IoT, integrate the PMS, integrate open interface, and also got the intelligent interface or some integration here. Also got the mobility. So, and at the same time, you can also integrate with gas voice systems or smart TV or monitoring system, or even the public cloud if it's possible. Of course, also got the delivery robot system or laundry machine integration. So it's a quite new system, quite flexible to meet the requirement. So here we got some example here. I think if you see, I think a lot of the people say that already. If you go to the data center or some place, you always get the analog system. You've got the massive, and you've got a lot of cable here. And since you have to implement a lot of the analog gateway, a lot of device, the endpoint here. After then, you restructure your system. You've got the centralized system, your IP communication system here already. So it's quite compact, quite clear, and easy to maintain that. Here in terms like quality, the service quality, sometimes and customer experience or guest experience is quite important things, and we must collect our guest complaint immediately, and sometimes you have to management team to monitor your systems also, and most important things, in hotel, the most important asset is the rooms. So you have to fully utilize your room, make sure that the utilization is quite high. And of course, they are got the call recording. If you got some customer complaint, maybe you have to always refer back to some history record to check that. And some bad guy in the hotel room also do some illegal thing here, and maybe plug your systems to make some calls. Again, sometimes for example, traveler go to the hotel, want to arrange a meeting with outside users. You have to make sure your rooms and the internet connection, everything is settled down properly. So you have to monitor your system to improve your service. Here got the one of the scenario you can see here. The first one is a delivery robot integrate with applications. Of course, they are kind of the interface or kind of an endpoint to can work with with a delivery robot. One feature is use maybe hotel call to make the call, and after then the robot will deliver a beverage and so on. So you can maybe use a call, use other application to do that. So you have to integrate with existing systems. And the second one is like the self-service. Nowadays, a lot of the company offer self-service. It's quite easy to do that, and for customer it's very convenient. For example, like you want to use some facility like a laundry machine, you want to check the availability, because since the laundry machine maybe you've got the 1, 2, or 3 machine there. You always maybe want to check whether it's occupied or not, or whether available or not, when it's available. So you can check that by make a call or maybe by some applications. So far, any questions? If you have questions, please leave a message in the message box. Okay, I continue the few slide here. Probably I talk about the overall of our solutions for hotel. Here, actually, we got the few layers here. The first layer, of course, applications. You have to use the application to integrate your systems. And we got call recording, attendant console, hotel PMS, billing system, or AI applications. Of course, all the applications based on UC IPv6 device here. We got the UC 200 PRO and UC 250. And in case maybe customer need the FXS gateway to integrate with existing analog system, so you have to install FXS gateway. Of course, and sometimes you have to use the PSD incoming call, outgoing call. You have to use the FXS gateway. And some hotel, for large hotels, you maybe need the U1 or T1 trunk gateway. They are still available. There we've got a lot of the models here, but the only list a few models here. If you want to know more about the detail, you can always check and access our website to got more detail here. And here we also got the endpoint. DINSTAR IP communication solution can integrate a lot of the endpoint with the kind of the models, analog phone, IP phone, Wi-Fi phone, as in the call to integrate with PBX. Here we also got the NMS network system. You always can integrate with our NMS to manage the kind of the like UC or FRS, FFO gateway or trunk gateway, even the SC phone. So it's quite convenient or quite easy for management to handle all stuffs. Here we highlight some hotel-wide system features. Of course, the first one is a call, make a call, make incoming call, outgoing call, and IVR. Our system also support IVR. You can reserve and make a maybe report some things and maybe got some inquiry. And we also support the call recording. You can make calling after then the call will be recorded. And also got the billing. If your customer make an outgoing call, maybe an international call, we can deduct conduct the billing there. Of course, we got the extension permission. Since the hotel is quite different, quite unique environment, and some VIP or some guests cannot make an incoming call or outgoing call, or some place yes. So we can set the extension permission in very flexible way. And wake up service. Our DINSTAR PBS support the wake up service already, so you can set the time. Time the ran up, then the call automatically call your room number. Attendant console is a new module released now. So far our latest version of the PBS all support the attendant console already. Emergency call or emergency broadcast, and in case maybe some emergencies happened, and the system will automatically, trigger the emergency broadcast. PMS is a critical module for the hotel system. So we build our own PMS module. We also can integrate with the outside or third-party PMS module. So it's quite flexible way. And of course, we offer kind of the call priority or call routings for certain calls. We also got the third-party integration. If you got some endpoint or smart device want to integrate on our system, we offer that. So like a delivery robot, some security system or CCTV and so on. So it's very important for hotel management. So we got support already. And attendant console is the new released feature or modules recently. I think if our distributor or our integrator know that already, so we got we build this new system with a very new GUI, and make it call feature here. Pop-up call, online dialing, call transfer, queue management, call parking, and pickup call, and DND, attendant sign in or sign out. This is the PMS module released by the DINSTAR. If you buy the PMS module, the license will be automatically active in the module, so you can configure the module for the hotel management systems. So you don't need to buy third-party PMS module, but we're still there. Of course, if you need the very complex, very heavy PMS modules, very for feature-rich modules, you can integrate with the third-party PMS module. Here got more about the description here. We got the room management, room service management, room status management, and guest check-in or check-out, and call recording, wake-up service, and so on. Okay, before I go to next slide, any questions, you can always leave our chat box. Nowadays, since I talked before already, now reality is a lot of the people still use the analog system. So how to move to a VIP or IP system? So it's quite challenging, and you have to make sure your traditional system or analog system or legacy system still can be used, fully utilized. So how to do that? You always can do that by our DINSTAR solutions. Here we got some example here, and you can use our UC PBX and integrate with our FX gateway. You can take advantage of your previous resource. For example, you have analog phones, you have same numbers, you don't need to change anything. Just put our new PBX and use our FX gateway to integrate together. So it's of course since you reuse your existing resource already, and they are cut costs. And you also visit our UC PRO, UC 200 PRO also support call failure or failure over support. So it's make sure your system make very stable already. And we also got the emergency broadcasting. So it's also very good for the management or for some emergency call, emergency management to do that. If you want to integrate that, you have to use maybe our UC 200 PRO version and use our FXS gateway here. It's clear? By the way, we got a lot of the combination for FXO. So customer, you need the new extensions. We also simply put the FS gateway here already. So it's quite flexible, easy to extend that. Another one is the same thing. If you some in certain environment, the customer cannot set up the cable, you can use our Wi-Fi phone to support that. In some environment, for example, I don't need the cable or without it, not possible to set up the network cable. So use our Wi-Fi phone, simply to put there and integrate with our TBS. So it's quite flexible way to do that. You can use our UC 200 PL and kind of the model here. We got the 60U for Wi-Fi phone, and if you want, you also can order our hotel phone. H60P is purposely designed for hotel environment. Okay, and other way is the AI applications. If you PBS, you want to integrate with the AI applications, it's possible to do that. And here we got the PBS, or got the FXS, FXO, integrate your existing things, and you got maybe deliver robot. You can use our system to integrate with the PBS API interface, can interact with the system. And sometimes you need the SIP intercall or CCTV can do that. So quite flexible without any extra things and that. So very easy way to do that. Security is the most important thing, I think, in the some business environment. So sometimes you need the camera, you need some broadcasting device. So our PBS also can integrate with a CCTV even, and you can set our PBS there and integrate with some broadcasting endpoints here. Of course, this is a summarize all the cover our DINSTAR solution and some main advantage integrate with architecture. Of course, since we become a restructured our system already, so it's an IP communication system already. So you can always integrate with traditional or legacy systems. And of course, we offer kind of the chart already, because since we can support the U1 T1 gateway already, so you can use the T1, E1, IMS, FXS, all depend your environment. Give you a more flexible way to do that. This we use the open protocol, so you can use our system to integrate everything as long as it's IP or maybe API. You got the interface, then can do that. Of course, since we got the new PBS model already, we support the local failover. If customer in case maybe your server down, then always can make a failover to do that. Since we provide the some way to do that, our mechanism, so you make sure your system is very flexible and reliable. We can handle all the systems, all devices in centralized way, so it's cut your cost already. So management or teams, you will be very easy or very to control your whole things there. Because we got the more support for open standards, so and quite possible to you want to maybe the IoT, some new cameras or some smart AI device is quite feature oriented system already, so easy to do that. So don't worry about some traditional things already. So there is no limitation. Of course, our solution bring a lot of benefit here. With very low operation, expenses is also, and even elaborate your brand already. Yeah, make your customer happy or make the guest happy. And of course, by utilize the AI or integrate AI, then the customer experience is very high already. And of course, improve your management, make your management very efficient. Here we got some success story in the since our PBS integrate a lot of the hotels project already. And here is Liz, children, and like in China we got the Huazhu and Sheraton and so on. So there is a list already. Of course, if you need the integrate with maybe the other device or other systems, our integrator will offer kind of the support to work with DINSTAR PBS, so we can make a testing, make a cooperation. Here got some solution highlight. Just I think that's just the same as before. AI voice integration is quite possible already since we use the open standard, so you can always easy to integrate the AI, whether the AI is local or cloud based. So always get the API or interact with the AI, and can possible integrate the delivery robot, lot of robot system, machine in hotel already, so we can do that without any problem. We integrate and test already. Of course, we also got AI, the customer experience, and improve already. So make sure everything is set up properly. Customer maybe can test that. In hotel, I said before already, then some security system must be support and without any problem. So our phone system can integrate with the your security system in case maybe some emergency happen, some event happen in hotel. They always the first time to deliver or broadcast the message and notify to your customers. So we support that already. And of course, we also can integrate AI speaker nowadays. And nowadays, some AI speaker there already in hotel. So you always can speak to the AI speaker and integrate with our system. So our PBS will do some call feature routing and so on. Yes, the intercom is very necessary. If you notice in the hotel, you always have to use some emergency button to handle the emergency things. Customer got some event, you always can set the button and make a call, or does the interact with the management teams. Same thing like emergency broadcasting, we support that already. So in case like fire and so on, so can the first time to report to our your hotel, maybe your hotel systems or hotel teams. So it's quite convenient for that. So it's all kind of solution and benefits. So let's talk about our product. Here is just the simple. I think the same as before. We got the IPBS gateway and simple IPM module support already. The customer can choose any kind of the device or solution integrate with the others. So Okay, the new thing here is our system, our PBS will support the GDS middleware very soon. So if you need maybe the GDS PMS module or middleware, you always can integrate with our system. So I think they will be released in 1 or 2 months. Maybe customer, if you are interested in that, you always can tell our sales or support. But I think the 1 or 2 months ago later will release the beta version, so you can test that. So by the GDS, we can support a lot of interface already. Oracle, info company, and hotel, and so on. So it's quite popular in the PMS module already, so you can integrate. Here's got our PBS model here. You can choose depend what kind of the requirement, what kind of the size in terms of your systems or your hotel. So get more choice already. So a lot of the combination here. Of course, if you need the software base, you also can use our software base to use the DINSTAR in here. Here's more detail about the PBS. It's a desktop. If your customer need the small one or small size or compact size, you always can choose this one. You see 200 PL, it's quite compact, and also got a very powerful feature, hot standby 1+1, and they give you the quite stable environment. Of course, we got the extension bar. You can choose. The license depends your extensions. You can maybe choose from 16 to 500 extensions. And you see 350 is the other one is for the data center, or you can put it in data center. Got more powerful features and more extension support. We got the U1T1 support, and more about the FXO support. Of course, more extension support. Also got the redundant power supply. The same thing. It's more U1T1 already, so quite powerful. Of course, some customer maybe you want the software base. You can install install your own hardware, and maybe you install a virtual machine or somewhere. It got more powerful feature for more extension already, so you can choose that. DINSTAR also offer kind of the soft phone already, so we released I think last month. So you always can download to try that and make an internal call, outgoing call by using the extensions. So far, we should support Android and iOS already. This is our analog gateway. We got the kind of the models. You depend on your customer. You can choose, for example, from small size to largest size. It supports SIP IMS, IPv6, operationally, TR069, Cherry Conference, and the FAX and TRS, and so it's quite unique combination here. You got a lot of the choice. And sometimes you need maybe the SBC. We also got the model here from small size to large size, even the software base. Okay, so if you need SBC to transfer your IMS or make network transfer, or maybe do some outside the people registration, and or maybe the remote connection. You can use our SBC to do that. And we also got the digital gateway. Is same thing from small size to larger size. Of course, we got some redundant here. And PI SS7 R2, some place, like South Africa use R2, and some place use SS7, and in PI E1 P1, SIP as PT, and FAS. We also can support it already. Some country in Asia also, very popular in the GSM or wireless gateway. We also offer kind of the version here, and with a kind of the slice SIM card. Also, same thing from the small size to larger size, depends your choice or your business requirement or your needs. It's for the 4G, GSM, SD audio, SMS, and remote SIM management, OpenVPN as SMS API, and so on. We offer kind of the IP phone already here from entry level to higher point levels. So the wireless IP phone, entry level IP phone, video IP phone, and particularly designed for the hotel, hotel IP phone. You can customize all kind of things because your needs. Okay, if you're interested in that, please contact our sales. This new model purposely designed for hotel environment with very low cost effective solutions. Again, if you want to integrate with a security system, you maybe can consider SIP in the car, and our SIP in the car model support our PBX already, so you can integrate with that. And there is a kind of the features, main features here. Of course, we got the more detail from website. You can always access website to do that. Maybe ask maybe the sales to help you to get more detail. And here I got the device management system, our NMS. If in case you want to implement a lot of the device or server anywhere or remotely, maybe you want to control all the systems, you have to install the device management system. For example, you want to control VIP gateway, you want to control your handle your safe phones, you want to handle your PBX, then you always can do that. Use our device management system or NMS to handle that. This is the main feature here. Okay, then the last thing, this is our contact. If you are interested in that, you always can follow us, like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and so on. So always also can email us when we access our website, make call. So it's QA session. If you have any question, we can answer here.
So if you have any question, you can ask me. DINSTAR will reply to you direct.
Visualization for interface with PMS. Yes. To have a farm presentation. Okay. You want the okay test on. You can download from our website.
Yeah, in the
That's our
website,
link.
we can download the link direct for the application. Also, you can searching it in your app store or the Google Store too. You can find also. Yeah, just searching the link.
Yeah, GSD to interface Oracle. Yeah, so far you have to use the GSD, to interact with the Oracle. Now I think the module will be released soon. Please wait and follow up. Yes, you need the additional server to do that.
So any other question?
I think a lot of friends, a lot of our audience interesting the TMS, DDS. I think yes, yeah. I think very soon in 1 or 2 months we are start testing already. Here we got just a list of the few, I think, the interface already. Actually, the GDS support a lot of the PMS. Just the list of the few main interface. So please follow us, or maybe if you want to check, you always can ask your, your regional sales, or maybe ask them to follow up there. Here we got the. I think you can check GDS from the official website. I just list out the few vendor here. Of course, you need the maybe later version of the our PBX to support it. Before testing, please make sure and check with our technical guys, or maybe check with the Sunny or some other sales or other staffs. So far, any more question here?
I think no more question now.
Okay, if no more question, I think today I will end the seminar very soon.
So after the meeting, we will share the PPT to you through the email. Okay.
Okay, if you know questions, please always maybe you could go to our website or check our website, or maybe follow us, or maybe ask the sales to keep follow up the all kind of the issue or concerns. We will give you the feedback, and the questions I will summarize and give you the feedback very soon. So thank you for joining us, and bye bye.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.